Hi everyone, welcome to this week's social emotional learning lesson. Today we are going to continue with our springtime unit and we are going to talk about goals. What is a goal? Some of you who have played sports know that a goal is when you score a point for your team. But we can set goals in life too for things that we want to achieve. Let's jump in. As a reminder, last week we talked about our positive plants. We also talked about something called Maslow's hierarchy, or that triangle with all of the things we need to survive and thrive. Remember, we drew the watering can, and then out of the spout of the watering can, we had some of those words. So things like love, water, shelter, safety, hugs. All of those things were coming out of our watering can, and then they were helping our positive plants grow. Another way that we can help our plants grow is through creating goals. For our positive plants to grow, we can make growth goals, which are SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T. And that is an acronym, meaning that each letter in the word SMART is representing a word. So here is our assignment. We're going to make a growth goal, and we're going to make it SMART. There's that acronym again, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. We're going to follow the instructions that I'm going to give you to create your goal, come up with the plan to reach that goal, and then I want you to share that with us on Canvas. I'd really like to be a cheerleader for you as you are working on your goals. This is what the acronym SMART stands for. Now, some of you may not know what these words mean, but the cool thing is you don't have to. I just want you to understand what the steps are in planning your goal. So first off, you need your SMART goal to be specific. What exactly do you want to accomplish? Then you need to make it measurable. How will you know when you meet your goal? After that, you need to make it attainable or achievable. Is it possible to meet this goal with effort by your timeline? Then we have R for relevant. Is this goal worth working hard to accomplish? Is it going to be important to you in your life? And lastly, we have timely or time sensitive. What is the deadline you set to meet your goal? Is it going to be a week or a month? And sometimes having a smaller deadline is helpful. Let me give you an example of what one of my SMART goals has been. I have always wanted to learn American Sign Language, but I know it's a really big goal to just learn it. So first, I made it specific. I decided I want to learn to sign the alphabet by watching YouTube videos that will teach me. But then I had to know how I would meet this goal and how I would know that I had met it. I will be able to sign the alphabet without watching anyone else sign it. So that's going to be kind of my exit ticket for this goal, is being able to sign the alphabet without any help. Next, I need to make sure that it's attainable or that it's achievable in my life. And I think it is, because I already know a few letters in American Sign Language, and I feel like I'm a pretty fast learner. So yeah, I think it's possible to meet this goal. Is it relevant? Yes. I have a friend who is deaf, and it's really important to me that I can communicate with her in a more effective way. I know that once I start learning the alphabet, I can turn those signs into words, and then I can just build upon that knowledge as I become more comfortable with signing. And I think my friend would really appreciate that. Lastly, time. How much time am I going to set for myself to reach this goal? And I decided that if I practice at least once a day for a few minutes, I should be able to sign the alphabet with 1 month of practice. So there are my SMART goal plans. So again, I had a pretty big goal at first, but then I had to make it a little bit smaller so that I could achieve it and make sure that it's something that I would be able to work towards in a reasonable amount of time. That's just something to keep in mind, especially when life is really busy. You can achieve even the littlest goal and still celebrate it. So let's give it a try. I want you to make your SMART goal. So grab a piece of paper and a writing utensil. And this is what we are going to work on. Feel free to pause the video if you need to go grab your supplies. The first thing I'd like for you to do is write, my growth goal is, and then I want you to write what that goal is going to be. If you need a grown-up or an older sibling or friend to help you write that out, you can certainly do that. Or if you want to draw pictures of what your goal is, you can do that as well. Once you know what your goal is going to be, make it specific. Narrow it down. Make sure it's measurable. How are you going to realize that you reached your goal? Make it attainable or achievable, something that you know you'll be able to do with practice and effort. Make sure it's relevant, something that you really want to achieve. And then make sure that you set a timeline for yourself. How much time will this take you? And is it a reasonable amount of time? So again, SMART, and then you're going to write your answers. You can do it this way, where it's columns, or if you want to write SMART down the left side of your paper, you can fill it out in notes as well, in rows. However you are most comfortable doing it, you are more than welcome to do that. Feel free to add some color, illustrations, and give it your own personal flair. I will be so excited to see what you come up with for your SMART goals. And then you're going to work towards the goal. And here's just some tips that might help you. There's tips that have helped me as well. So you're going to want to put this sheet where you have your SMART goals written somewhere that you will see it often. So maybe you can put it on the refrigerator with a magnet. You can tape it to a wall near your desk or your bedroom. Or you can even put it on the bathroom mirror and look at it while you're brushing your teeth. Just somewhere that you look regularly. Asking for cheerleaders or teammates is really helpful too. Sometimes if there's more than one of us trying to reach a goal, we can help each other achieve those goals a little bit more quickly than we usually would. And we also feel more responsible for the goal if we know that other people are keeping an eye out for us and are cheering us on. Remember, I can always be a cheerleader for you, and so can Mrs. Allman. And so I'm really excited to see what your SMART goal is. We'll make sure that we cheer you on really well. And then reward yourself once you reach the goal so that you have something to really look forward to. Make sure that it's something free, fun, and forward-moving. So for example, one of your rewards could be that you and the friend who reached the goal decide you're going to do a soccer scrimmage out in the backyard once you've reached it. Remember, free, fun, and forward-moving. So it's a positive reward. And then make sure that you are patient and persistent with yourself. We don't always reach our goals as quickly as we want to, and sometimes we fail a few times before we get there, but that's okay. Don't give up and keep trying, and make sure that you give yourself grace and a big hug when you're starting to get frustrated. That is all we have for this week. I am so excited to see what your SMART goals are going to be. I can't wait to read them and cheer you on. Let's keep working on those SMART goals for the next couple of weeks. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.